Yeah, good day, everyone. My name is Kazim Abolore. I am called the Innovative Teacher, and I welcome you to the last edition of the series on shameless marketing. This is the third and final session, and we are having the John Emeka Nobis right here, and it's so gladdening that he is here after about two times that we missed this session. So finally, he is here, and he will be talking about how to make people beg to pay for your products, how to make people beg to pay for your products. This is very important, and in the world that we have now, where we have creators, even whether you are selling digital products or physical products, I tell you that you can always make people beg to pay for a product. And the best person that I think right now can do, or one of the best person that can do it right now, is none other than the Don. He has done it over and over and over again. And I tell you that what is going to dish out this afternoon is going to be of great value to you. So I want you to have your pen and your notes and listen attentively as he will share with us some of his secrets that he has been using to make people beg to pay for his product. And you should note down your question. All your questions will be answered when he is done. So, the Don, thank you for having us. I know this is coming at a time that you are really busy, but then you squeeze out time for us. I really appreciate it, and I do not take it for granted. So you
Yeah,
have the floor now, sir.
thank you very much, Kazim. Thanks. We want to apologize also for the two times we missed. Life happens. Remember, we wanted to do the first day we wanted to come on that day, man. My body was like I was feeling like I was having this out of the body experience because of a lot of work. And then the next day, tech decided to mess us up and all that from your side, also from my side. But we are grateful that we're here today. This morning, as I was even leaving my house, I was like, "Wow, I've been paying DSTV consistently, but there's no Saturday that I stay home to watch matches, man, because I pay DSTV basically to watch CNN and CNN and Match, and then a few other gospel channels. But then life happens. Every Saturday I go back and then I watch the highlights of the matches that were played in the afternoon. So it's good to be here. Thank you very much for what you are doing, and for setting up this summit or this conference to be able to share with individuals how you can be able to truly make something out of your lives. Thank you for the revolution that you're creating in this space. I don't think I've found, apart from you and a few other individuals, teachers who are truly doing amazing with respect to marketing. Many of them don't even think in this direction. Many of them are not thinking in how to improve their lives. But by virtue of what it is that you're doing, I'm glad, and they are grabbing what it is that you're sharing, things that you're putting out, and I'm looking forward to seeing a lot more teachers truly becoming amazing. When I hear the story, this is not just for teachers alone. I'm just commending what you're doing in that particular field. When I look back and look at the teachers that raised us, many of them are still living in abject poverty. Many of them are sick now, and they keep reaching out to us who are their pupils, and they keep asking us for money. We are doing fundraising and all that. One just died some weeks back. The guy died blind and sick. It wasn't really funny. So what we are teaching individuals is how they can, utilize what it is they've got inside of them, make money, establish legacies, and set up the things that can help them in their lives. For example, this month now I'm setting out a medical policy, right? A medical policy that I'm not saying I'm going to fall sick, but that medical policy is going to cost me about 800,000 naira. If I don't make the money to be able to pay that policy, that's for a year, right? And so that when I fall sick, I'm not praying to, but in case it happens, me or my kids, don't need to run to the public again to start begging for funds and begging for people to do social media campaigns. That can take care of that aspect. That's why we are consistently encouraging individuals, right? It's not as if we are always speaking money, money, money. There are things that when you begin to rise and showcase and begin to build wealth, that can help you in the long run. Thank you, Kazim, for setting the foundation so far. In this session, I'm going to be sharing. on seamless marketing. I'm going to be sharing from the depth of my experience, my expertise regarding the things that I do personally and the things that I've also taught other individuals, right? Hello, Kazim, I can't see. Okay, I'm back. And the things that I have taught other individuals that can be able to help them also to truly market and put out there. Okay,
Sorry,
so I
sorry,
want
the
to
don.
start.
I want you to be the only one appearing. So that
Okay, okay, good. Thank you. So, guys, if you can hear me clearly, please drop in the comment section. Now that I'm alone, I want to know if you can hear me real clearly. Drop in the comment section and just tell me yes that you can hear me so that I can start to push. All right. Just tell me yes that you can hear so that I know that our tech, because sometimes tech can be very funny. If you can hear, go ahead. Okay, but I will go ahead. So I'll wait for the comment. I can see the comment on this side of my screen. So if it comes in, I will know that you are hearing me. Okay, so Kazim, if you're back there, let me know that you can hear me clearly. All right, so let's go into it. I want you to know I have my notes here. I decided I wasn't going to do. I said I wasn't going to do slides. I just wanted to see people feel me, see my face. Okay, thank you, Abayomi. You can hear me. Thank you very much. So people can hear me and feel me and see me, and then I can share from the depth of my heart. So I have my notes here with me. Okay, so I want you to understand something that no matter how we pray on earth, all right, no matter how we pray on earth, the earth will be broken from time to time. All right, there will be brokenness from time to time. Look at what is happening right now in Ukraine. This morning or yesterday, I woke up early in the morning and I was looking at the timeline of the popular pastor we know in Nigeria who is based in Ukraine, Pastor Sunday Adelaja. And right now, Pastor Sunday is in hiding in a bunker somewhere in Ukraine or outside of the Ukraine. He didn't want to mention, but as of 2 days ago, he was running for his dear life. And when I look at this man has been able to build one of the biggest churches in the east of Ukraine, and now the Russians have invaded. If Russia takes over that territory, then his life is absolutely in danger because he's someone that has been declared persona non grata by the Russians. And you can see building a very thriving congregation. And now brokenness has happened, war has happened, despite the fact that they've been praying and praying and praying and praying, right? Now war has happened. Now it looks like as if faith in God is something that people are now going to be mocking despite all the prayers. But I tell individuals that despite how it is, the world will undergo some brokenness from time to time. Why is it like that? I really don't have absolute answers for. Because if you look at history, whether you want to look at it biblically or anthropologically, right, you find out that this brokenness happens from time to time. And broken people will need solutions. They will need help, right? Now, the people in Ukraine, they are looking for shelter, they're looking for food, they're looking for even how to sleep. Many of them are not even thinking how to bathe themselves. All of them, people who are running now, hunkered together in some safe places. And I'm like, man, who knows the kind of smell that will be oozing up from there right now, because people are not going to be thinking about taking their baths, but they're thinking of how to survive. So they need solution. The solution now is in terms of food, in terms of solution in terms of food, in terms of survival, in terms of where to sleep and shelter, right? So people who are needy will always need solutions, right? People who are needy will always need solutions. And then we are humans. When you start to provide solutions in terms of services and products, then you are truly doing a business, right? That's a very basic from a basic definition. So when you look at these problems that people have in the world and they begin to provide solutions in that regard, then you are exchanging that service or that product for to them so that they in turn can give you money. All right. And what does it mean? This means that marketing is simply communication. Marketing is simply communication. Individuals, when I talk about marketing in places that I go, they think about marketing as they have this picture in their head that marketing is like what they see on the streets. For those who are in Nigeria, when you are traveling, or for those who live in Lagos will understand, you're in a bus and you see individuals who are carrying all sorts of things, plantain chips or bread or banana or granules, whatever, and they're chasing after cars, and then they are pitching to those who are inside of those buses or those cars to buy banana from them, right? That is not exactly what marketing is all about. People tend to think of that as marketing, and that's why they feel the way they feel, that marketing is difficult, is strong, is that, is and all that kind of stuff. But that's not marketing. Marketing is basically communicating the values, communicating the solutions that your product embodies, your service can render, so that individuals will look at what it is that you're communicating and say to themselves, this guy has a solution that I'm looking out for. I need him. This company has a solution that I'm looking out for. I need them. And then they will go to you, and then they pay you, and then they take those solutions and take those products. That is what, in a sense, what marketing is all about. All right. So if you are in business, realize that you are in business because you are going to be healing part of the brokenness of the earth. All right. You're in business because your role will be to heal part of the brokenness on the earth. And let me make you understand something. We are broken from time to time, right? Every one of us is broken from time to time. Either you have a heartbreak, or someone is sick in your family, or you need certain levels of advancement, and you need strategies and processes to be able to get there. That is brokenness. From time to time, every one of us will be broken from time to time. Okay, so when you really want to start to do shameless marketing, it starts from you. Kazim has really brought down, has really explained a lot of foundational stuff when I listened to him share over the past few days. But I need you to understand that shameless marketing starts with you. All right, shameless marketing starts with you. Shameless marketing, it starts with you, no one else. I'm not talking about companies now that I am that I'm not talking about organizations that are vested with that's an entity, right? But even within the companies, those entities are run by humans. Companies don't just protect themselves. A company is a lifeless object. It's individuals that are within the companies that will give the company a voice. So when even you say company, company does not speak. Companies have individuals who are within those companies that are working for those companies that will give the company a voice and say to the world, this is what this company is offering, this is our service, this is who we are. It's human beings that will still do the marketing, not companies, even though that companies are set up as entities to be able to embody solutions and services, right? Solutions, exactly, in terms of services and products. So you need to realize that it starts with you fundamentally, right? You've got to believe in yourself, that you can do marketing, right? It demands you to be bold. Shameless marketing demands you to be bold. It demands that you are courageous. It demands that you are also firm, right? It demands that you're courageous. It demands that you're firm, right? Apologies to those who are not Christians. Apologies to my host. But I usually share this in certain places that I go. When you look at the scriptures, right, Bible specifically now, for those who don't read the Bible, there's a particular verse of the scriptures in the Bible that says, where Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. I don't want us to do contention now, whether you're Islam, whether you're, but I'm looking at that statement that Jesus made. I am the truth, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. Nobody comes to the Father except through me. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. When you look at that, you see an embodiment of courage, an embodiment of boldness, an embodiment of firmness in those words. That's what I want you to apply to yourself. Jesus said, I am, right? I am. He said, I am, means that I'm the solution, I'm the product, right? And then he used the word THE, which is the. Jesus did not say, I am a this. He said, I am the way, the truth of life, and the way, the truth, and life. It means that he was definite with his proclamations. So if you're going to do shameless marketing, understand that you are the solution, right? You provide the solution. Does it mean that other individuals who provide almost similar things that you do don't exist? That they exist, but need to have this affirmation and belief in yourself that you are the solution, right? You are the, not I am a. Let me tell you the absolute truth. If you go to, if you're in Nigeria and you go to a bank and you go there and you want certain solutions and the bank doesn't provide that solution, go and do this test. Walk out of that bank, go to the gate man who is just by the gate and ask him about any other bank around the area. You'll find out that most of the gate men will not even tell you, oh, if you had Zenith, they won't tell you, oh, UBA is there, or they won't tell you, what's the other bank, they won't tell you, go to UBA. Yeah, look at where UBA is. Or they won't tell you, go to GTB, that's GT Bank over there, just walk, or FCMB. They'll just tell you, just keep going, just keep going. Because one, they don't even want you to leave them because they believe that they are the solution that you're looking for. You leaving them is hurting them, is painful, right? So realize that you are not a solution, you are the solution. Understanding this helps you to rise courageously every day, gives you the boldness and the firmness to put out yourself and say that the product that I'm offering you is the solution that you need. That's why you see me every day. I'm bold in myself. I'm courageous. I'm firm with my affirmations and my assertion, telling individuals I am the solution that you need when it comes to thought leadership, when it comes to marketing, when it comes to sales, when it comes to writing, and all those other interests of mine that I have, right? So realize that you're the solution. Shameless marketing starts exactly with you, right? So at this point, I want you to, begin to overcome all those stupid beliefs that have hurt you so far when it comes to doing marketing. Some people will say that selling is difficult. Some people will tell you that selling is disturbing people. Some people will tell you that marketing is talking too much. Some individuals will tell you that marketing is pestering people. These are very stupid ideologies or stupid belief systems that have clouded your mind, clubbed you into accepting the fact that you cannot really be a solution, all right? Or need to understand this. And usually, when I do a definition of marketing or a definition of marketing, I tell individuals that my marketing to you is presenting to you something that you truly need to be able to need to live an enviable life. So I make a definition like this. All right. Marketing is pointing to you something that you need to invest in to be able to need to live a better life. All right. It's an investment into your future, right? Utilizing the services that I render or the products that I sell. All right. It's an investment. All right. Selling is you telling individuals that they are investing into a profitable future by using your services or the products that you sell. In that way, you have shifted your mind away from ugliness to empowerment, to telling to understanding the fact that if you do not sell, some lives are in jeopardy. If you do not market, some individuals are in jeopardy. Take, for example, me. Somebody was doing an assessment of my posts on a daily basis. This is already 12 noon, but go to my timeline. I think I've done like 4 or 5 posts already since morning and up till now. For some short, some long, like that. Somebody was doing an assessment and said, "Man, Emeka, you're always in people's faces, right? Right from morning." He counted the number of posts I did on a particular day, and he got, I think it was 10 posts that I did in that day, and it wasn't yet night already because I knew I was going to do 2 or 3 more posts before night comes. And he said, "Emeka, you are always in people's faces," and I told him, if I do not rise to showcase the blessedness, if I do not rise to showcase the awesomeness that I have, or the beauty of or the profundity of my products, of my offerings, someone's life is in jeopardy somewhere. That's the truth. If I don't market what it is that I have to sell, someone's life may be in jeopardy. Somebody may be languishing in darkness. But by the time they now pay for what it is that I've got to offer, right, then they can escape the darkness from where they are into the glorious lights. This is my belief system. This is what can be of great help to individuals when it has to do with shameless marketing. If I do not sell, then some people's lives may be in jeopardy. That is what I believe. That is why I rise consistently on a daily basis to be a blessing in people's lives. Okay. So the next thing I want to share with you is when it comes to shameless marketing, number two is the names that you call your products. The names that you call your products, right? So somebody came to me, a guy came to me some months back, and he said to me that his business name is Sanomatics Pictures. But he has realized that over the years that clients rarely remembered his business name, all right? Clients rarely remembered his business name, Sanomatics. So I told him, even you yourself, can you pronounce it? And he said to me it was difficult for him to pronounce it. And he said, okay, that he wanted to change the name of the company from Sanomatics to Anox Multimedia. All right. So I told him, even Anox Multimedia is long. I wanted to make it Anox Media. Now, take a look at the kind of names that you give to your products. For example, the current campaign that I'm doing right now is called Cheap Money. And when you think about it, something like cheap money, it's stickable, right? I mean, what is he talking about cheap money? It even makes you curious. And a lot of individuals come into my inbox. What is this cheap money? Cheap money I'm even hearing about. People, something that sticks. All right. So I'll give you a particular story also. The Amazon that we know today, the Jeff Bezos who founded Amazon wanted to do something magical with Amazon, right? He wanted to do something magical with Amazon. But let me make you understand the name that that Jeff Bezos and his team gave to Amazon the first time was Cadabra. Cadabra, right? It sounded like abracadabra because they wanted to do magic. Magic has to do with abracadabra. So they gave it Cadabra. But their lawyer said something that was very informative. They said that somebody called on the phone and what he was hearing was cadaver, cadaver. And you know what cadaver means? Dead body, right? So how will it sound that you are trying to pitch something to someone and in the person's head, the person is hearing dead body, cadaver? It makes a mess of that communication and it could be very, very traumatic and terrifying for your campaign. So I tell individuals, you have to be very careful with the names that you give. Look at all the big names and all the big companies that you have around the world. So what happened was that they changed the name from Cadabra to Amazon. And Amazon, they had this thing in their head. Amazon is the world's largest beaver, right? Signifying. So by naming the company Amazon, it signifies that Amazon is the largest bookstore or shop around the world that if you want anything, they can provide it for you. So now Amazon, right? And it's easy. Please understand that in shameless marketing, stickability is a marketing tool. All right. The ability for names and experiences to stick in your prospect's mind is marketing, shameless marketing. All right. Having issues, if you have issues with stickability, you may not be able to shamelessly market well. So look at all the big names that you have around the world, right? The big names that you have. Many of them have 2 or 3 syllables. Google, Meta, right? Check them. The big name, Samsung, Apple, check them, right? Toyota, check them. 2, 3 syllables, and it's easy to remember. So think about it, all right? Compare this to names of churches that are too long. James and John's International Christian Church Embassy. It's difficult to understand. But when in Winners Chapel, Christ Embassy, very, very simple names to understand. All right. And stickability is a tool in marketing. So make your products, the names that you're offering, very stickable. Sometimes individuals, when they want to tell you the name of their website, they tell you the name of the website and they keep emphasizing it is underscore, it is not this, it is that, it is number 8. I mean, that stress that you are utilizing to tell people what it is should have easily been solved if you use something that was simpler. Must you use your name? Some individuals, they want their name, their own personal name, to always be inside the name of their brand or inside the name of their product, which is not supposed to be all the time. For a typical example, the name of the company that I used to have was Profound Impact International. Man, too long. Profound, too long. But today, the name of my company is Switch Path. 2 syllables. Switch Path. It's not difficult to remember. Not difficult. The moment I did that, my friends who are brand consultants are like, man, Emeka, now you got it. You understand what we're talking about. So, you need to truly understand this. Okay. The third strategy I want to share with you today is go out and get them. All right. In as much as I say do communication, but you cannot sit your ass down in your house and you're not going out to get people. All right. You have to go out and get people. All right. Very close to my office here is Chicken Republic, and I love what they did one time. They come up with this pack they called 500 naira pack. You'll be able to eat chicken, even though it's small, right? They will eat chicken, eat rice, some other things that they put in the pack. But these guys didn't sit back. What they did was that they sold shirts for members of staff, even members of staff, and they had rotations. So maybe those who are in the front today, they moved out from their vicinity, from their location, their shop or the building itself, And then they went out into the vicinity, they went out in surrounding areas, and they began to tell people about the 500 naira pack. They went out into the vicinity, and then they began to tell people about the 500 naira pack so that they can come to buy. So you cannot sit back most of the time and expect people to come to your shop or to come to you. You've got to move out. You have to go out and take a look at what people do when it comes to evangelism, right? For those in churches, I don't know if Muslims do that, but those who are Christians and engage in evangelism, they are moving around on the road. All right, in the city of Port Harcourt, when they have these crusades, they are wearing banners that are as big as this. All right, so they have the name of the church and they wear it with tags, and people are wearing, some even wear front and back. So you go out and get them. You don't sit back and expect people to come your direction. Go out. The Jehovah Witnesses, they do that, so they witness from house to house. They go knock on people's doors, sit down with them, and begin to share the gospel with them. That is what you ought to do when it comes to shameless marketing. Get out there and go to meet people in the market space. It's very, very critically important. The next point I want to share with you, because I want us to do this in less than 45 minutes so that we can have questions, those who want to ask questions. The next thing that I want to share with you is to become a collector of expressions of the people that you serve in the marketplace. If my face is going this way, know that I'm looking at my notes. I'm doing everything very precise and concise so that we can get all the meat that we can get from this stream. The next thing is become a collector of expressions. Become a collector of expressions to the people that you serve in the marketplace. Okay? All right. Takes you to observe and to listen. Observe and to listen. Take a look. Take, for example, doctors, right? If you go to a doctor, sometimes a doctor comes with a lead-in question to be able to ascertain what is you're truly dealing with. So many individuals go to doctors and the way they express themselves, oh, it's paining me here. The pain is moving from here to here. It's not so much, it's not throbbing, it's just a dull ache. Oh, it's paining me in my chest, it's doing like that. So doctors most times have become collectors of these expressions. So when they meet someone who has come to the hospital and they are talking to the individual, they can use these leading questions. They're like, okay, is it giving you, is it biting you, is it paining you like this? Is it somewhere here that is paining you? An individual, oh yes, yes. And the doctor has an idea of what the individual is presenting, and then can appropriately write the test that the individual can do in the lab so that they can begin to pinpoint what exactly is wrong with the individual, right? So be a collector of expressions of people in the marketplace, let me give you a particular example. For those of us, free gifts is actually wrong English. Let me use that word, wrong English. When you tell people free gifts, because gift is already free. But trust me, in Nigeria, if you don't combine free and gift together, my brother, my sister, you are like on your own. Individuals are like, if you just put gift, okay. So, but you've got to do free gifts, right? It's wrong, but it's an expression. It's a big time expression of how people express themselves in terms of problems. So you observe, all right? Observe to see how individuals are expressing themselves when it comes to the pain that they. For example, for me, I sell my books. A particular book that I have that a lot of individuals know me for is this book, Your Book Will Sell. All right, Your Book Will Sell is a particular book. People know me so much for this book. Now, when it comes to me collecting expressions, I see this book is about those who have been able to write books and they want to market their books. So I listen to the expressions. So you see some people online. So listening doesn't mean going to people and asking them. Sometimes when you become part of Facebook groups, see how people express their problems. So some of them will come and write, oh, I've launched my book, but I've not done one sale. Oh, I launched my book on Amazon. I actually became Amazon bestseller, but man, the sales are not coming. I'm not seeing the money. You get some people will say, oh, I launched my book, but it's been 3 months now. I've not really made one sale. Or some will say, oh, a lot of things that they keep saying, a lot of things that they share. So by the time I collect these expressions, I use them during my communication, my marketing communication. Oh, I said, I hear that they launched a book And he invited a lot of individuals. They came, you launched the book, and we were able to do like 400 copies. But ever since you launched your book, you're not able to sell anymore. I think the issue is because you don't really understand what marketing is. Because even though you've done a launch, but you don't really understand how what exactly marketing a book is all about. I've got this very good resource for you that can be of great blessing to you. Right, this book is called Your Book and Sell. In this book, you have all the strategies that you can utilize to be able to make your book sell and make lots of money for you. I need you to get a copy today. Did you see what I did? That is using expressions, the way that they have done the expressions. And another way will be that I heard that you launched your book on Amazon. You even became an Amazon bestseller, but you didn't make a sale. That's to tell you that becoming Amazon's bestseller is absolute bullshit. That's not what you have to really be focusing on. You have to focus on actually marketing your book. Now, I have got this resource for you, right? Despite the fact that you're Amazon bestseller, but you're broke in your pocket, I need you to make money. This book will help you to make money. Go get a copy of this book today. Did you see what I did? Using collecting expressions of people to be able to market to them. And individuals say, oh, wow, I need this book, I need this book. And then they will come in my direction. I hope that is making sense, right? Shameless marketing. The next strategy I want to share with you. We've done 31 minutes already. The next one I want to share with you is to tell benefits. Tell benefits, all right? Tell benefits, tell benefits, tell benefits. So a woman came to me and she wanted to sell to me her smoothie, right? She wanted to sell to me her smoothie. So she came to me and she began to tell me, oh, smoothie is good for my body. It's going to help in my health. Ions and this and radicals and free radicals, all those expressions that they use when it comes to pitching medical stuff. So I said to her, "Ma, all those things you're saying, really, they may not really be making sense. Is this how you market?" And she said, yes. Okay, sit down. I'm going to share with you what you ought to do when it comes to your marketing. She began to tell me all the nutritive things, which is good. But then I asked her some questions. Said, I want to ask you a few questions, right? This smoothie that you're selling to me now, if I can take a smoothie of yours, will it help me to sleep well? She said, yes, we have the smoothie that can help you to sleep well. This, that. She began to mention the names of all the mixture of that smoothie. And I said, do you have one that when I take it, when I enter the other room, I will perform very well. As a man, as a married man, I will do the ministry. The ministry will be very, very powerful. She said, yes, that she has those ones that can help me to really perform well, And I smiled. So I said to her, is there a smoothie that I can even take that when I take it, when a girl takes it, she can have big breasts? She said yes, that there are smoothies that when you take them, that you can have a girl can have big breasts. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Is there the one that you can take and then you can have big bum bum? She said yes. So that there's more smoothie that a girl now will take and she can have big bum bum. I said, oh, that's cool. So there's one that a woman that has given birth and the breast milk is not coming out. Is there one that she can take? She said yes. They're actually the ones that the woman who has given birth can, and the milk is not flowing can take. I said, okay, ma, these are the benefits. Why are you now pitching to me how to be helpful for my body and all that? Pitch these benefits. Tell a man that, man, if you take this smoothie, guy, boom, when you enter, bam, 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 the one will feel you in the other room, right? Why don't you tell that for those people who are suffering from sleep deprivation and those who can't sleep? Why don't you tell them when you take this smoothie, you're going to sleep very well? Or a girl that has tiny breast and she wants to have big breast, this smoothie can help the breast too. These are the benefits. Tell benefits. So not all the technicalities all the time. You're telling benefits and all that. I give another example. So for example, you go to a man who has a school and he tells you that one of his problems that he wants to increase the attendance in the school. And you are a website guy, you know how to build website, and then you begin to tell him, if you build website for you, your website is going to rank. The algorithm is going to make your website to rank, and you're going to be blah blah blah, all those technical jargon that you now put in the man's face. The guy may be confused about all those things, but why don't you make it simple and tell the guy that if you build a website for you, anybody who's going to come into the city of Ikeja in Lagos and they are looking for something online that has to do with a school, your school will be number one that they will see online, and then they will come to register their kids in your school. What do you think is going to happen? Hmm. Moms, okay, tell me more about it. I think I need you to build my website for me. So benefits, and not all the sometimes I go, I listen to people on radio and I see people who are wasting marketing opportunities on radio. All right, they go, they keep telling. There was one I was listening one time to, and he was talking about the technical features of a techno phone. Well, that is good because there are individuals who love the technicalities, but I think that those individuals are very small in number. All right. So I told the guy, I told my friend who I was driving with, whom were listening to the guy marketing. Many of us who have phones, especially women who have phones, they don't. How many even know the megapixel of your camera? The only thing you know is that when you open the camera and you take pictures, it takes nice selfies. That's what some individuals want to hear. Battery life can last for 3 days. Yes, you can mention the number of heads or megahertz, whatever, but the battery life can last you for 3 days. That's what people are looking out for. That if you've got this phone, you can travel from Port Harcourt to Lagos without actually charging it once. That's what people are actually wanting to hear, the benefits, not all those plenty technicalities that you are putting out there. I hope it's making sense, guys. I hope it's making sense, right? So the next thing when it has to do with when it has to do with, I think I have two more points left. The next thing that has to do with shameless marketing is being able to share your processes, all right? Sharing your processes, share your process. And I usually like to make this how do I put it now? This analogy, so to say. When it comes to excitement about the opposite sex, most men are not moved by a fully clothed woman. Trust me, most men are not moved by a fully clothed woman. Most men are also not moved by a fully naked woman. So fully clothed and fully naked, both extremes. Men are moved by women who are half clothed, right? There are protuberances here and there, a part of the breast jutting out here, loosely clad, seeing flesh of the leg here and there. Those raggedly, thinly veiled concealments that we are just seeing them here and there. You need to realize that a fully clad woman, a woman who is wearing clothes fully, does not trigger any attraction because it shows nothing. When you're fully clothed, it shows nothing. So a man may not really be attracted by that. A fully naked woman also does not attract a man because there's nothing else to see. I've seen everything. There's nothing else to see. But you see those loosely clad stuff, women who are wearing this here and there. You find out that they are the ones that are always the conversations are around. You will not find conversation around a fully clothed woman or conversation around a fully naked woman. But on the streets, conversations are around girls who are wearing, all those shabbily kind of stuff, exposing things here and there. What it means is that with the loosely clad woman, right, men will begin to have imagination, men will begin to be curious, men will begin to want to say, this is mysterious, right? Then there's a teasing part which is part of the element. So we have imagination, we have curiosity, we have mystery, and we have the teasing part. So men will chase because they want to consume, because their imagination has been triggered, their curiosity has been heightened, there's level of mystery. So that's what it is. They want to. So that's the same thing that happens with marketing when you share your processes. Your process is like that loosely dressed lady, right? That people want to, what's there? So for a woman who makes clothes, and I tell them, not every time that you make clothes, you go and put it on a mannequin, right? And you are taking the final pictures in the mannequin. That is fine. But we want to see the process, the cutting of the clothes, the torn pieces here and there, the torn pieces here and there that you now put into a full hole, all right, that will now produce that's paper that I got torn, right? So torn paper, right, that will eventually produce this final piece. We want to see the process. There's a friend of mine that I have that is a photographer. Man, that guy is amazing. So when he's about to go on a photography expedition or go to take pictures of a client, he tells you his mind, his process. He's telling you, okay, when I get there, I think I've been able to study this family. I'm going to tell them to do this. I'm going to tell them to do that. Then he gets there, and then he does all the pictures, and he comes back, and then he begins to share the story behind the pictures. That's the process. If you want to handle, if you want to hire someone who can come to take photos of you, you are likely to hire that guy if you consistently see his sharing of his processes, because in your mind you'll be saying to yourself that this guy understands his job, and so I want to hire him. All right. So that is shameless marketing. Okay, that is shameless marketing. All right. So the next one I want to share with you is what I call out visuals. Okay, call out visuals. Call out. CALOUT. Call out visuals. Okay. Now there's this friend of mine. His name is Chinaka. Chinaka Alvin. He's based in the city of Owerri. So Chinaka made a T-shirt, right, and wore a T-shirt. At the back of the T-shirt, you will see I produce raw oil perfume. I produce raw oil perfume. I will give you 50 bottles for 18,000 naira. You can resell at 1,000 naira and make 50,000 naira. That was what he wrote at the back of his shirt, from top to down. And he wore it to events. He used to wear it to events. He still wears the shirt to events. Now that is a call out with very clear terms. All right. That's a call out with very, very clear terms. That is a powerful call out with very, very clear terms. So let's look at the terms. When you analyze the shirt, number one is the shirt tells you what do you do. It tells them I produce raw oil perfume. Very clear. Number two, what's the value exchange? I give you 50 bottles for 18,000 naira. The final one is what benefit is in it for me? You can resell at 1,000 naira and make 50,000 naira. Man, you wear this kind of thing, this shirt, into an event, and somebody is seeing that. An individual, wow. So I'll buy 18 bottles for 18,000. I'll buy 50 bottles for 18,000 naira. I will sell for 50,000 naira. That's 1,000 naira per one. Then I will make a gain of 32 grand. Very powerful strategy to utilize if you want to make marketing. So when I see individuals, most times they're selling real estate and it's only the name of the real estate that is at the back. I'm like, who cares about the name of your real estate company? Who really cares? Do you get? But if you can find something that is specific, a very powerful call out that you can use, you wear the shirt, you go to events, and people see that. Something like, if you buy a plot of land for us at 500,000 naira, in 2 years you can resell it for 1 million, and you make a gain of. That's a very powerful call out. Buy a land from us at 500,000 naira, and in 2 years you are going to sell it for 2 million and make 1.5 million naira in gain. Powerful call out. Very powerful call out. I must tell you the truth. And it's happened because I have plots of land in the company that sells real estate to me, right? Bamboo. I remember buying a plot of land. Anyway, I didn't buy. They gave it to me because I'm their brand ambassador. Right now, that plot of land, I got it at 750. That plot of land is currently at 2.5 million. And it's not up in up to 3 years. So if I had said at the time, buy a plot of land for 850k, and in 3 years you can sell it for 2.5 million and make some amount of gain. Powerful call out. So when you are doing your marketing, your shameless marketing, please use powerful call outs that can help individuals to understand what you do, the value of your exchange, and what's the benefit for them. Very, 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 very important. Now, the last point I want to share with us here when it comes to shameless marketing is to have shameless marketing. Okay, last penultimate point is to multiply your touch points, right? Multiply touch points. Now, for me, whenever I set out to start marketing something, maybe a training, I take that training, right? I take that training, and then I will have like up to, if I'm marketing that training for 30 days, I'll have like 30 different touch points. What I mean by touch points is, for example, I'm marketing cheap money. Who is cheap money for? Cheap money is for the teacher who's not making so much money from teaching. Cheap money is for that employee whose salary is not enough and wants to make more money. Cheap money is for those who are thinking of how they can take what is this in their brain and package it so that individuals can pay them. Cheap money is for that medical doctor who doesn't have so much time on his hands, but he wants to make extra money. He can package what he has already done into a book or into a video, and then can make more extra money on the side while he's focusing on his medical practice. So when I write down all these individuals, then I begin to write out touch points that is affecting them one after the other. And by the time you find that one person can have 5 touch points, another individual and then I have like 30 different touch points. And every blessed day, I'm communicating different touch points, right? So today could be for the student. That student, today, I talk about the student and say, okay, you have been depending so much on your uncle. Everything that you're demanding in school, you're calling your uncle. Why don't you think about how you can start to use that smartphone that you've got in your hand to be able to make money for yourself? This is critically important. Very, very important. All right. And I wish I can show you my whiteboard right here in front of me. Even when I'm done with this video, I'm going to do another exercise in the videos I want to read and more touch points, because I'm wrapping with the cheap money registration on Tuesday. So have multiple touch points so that for one particular product that you're selling, right, you can have as many touch points as possible. And when I used to travel to long distances to Lagos in Molwe, not Molwe, those big buses, right? For those who live in Lagos and you are very familiar with the Molwe buses, right? When you get into those Molwe buses, check out those guys who sell drugs. Man, those guys are very powerful, very, very powerful people, right? They're very powerful. One drug like this, one drug, one shinkri, one drug will have like 5 different diseases that that the drug is curing, right? So 5 different diseases, one drug. So you find out that if they don't get you with headache, they will get you with nose congestion, or they will get you with chest pain, or they will use another emotional angle. Another emotional angle is that they will talk about your grandmother that is in the village, and sometimes you have this emotional connection with your grandmother, and you're like, man, this guy just talked about my grandmother. My grandmother is actually suffering. I love my grandmother. You buy one product, 5 different touch points. One product, 5 different in the same bus. One drug, headache, chest pain, nasal congestion, waist pain. One drug that can solve those problems. So if they don't get you with headache, maybe you're having constant headache all the time, you get the drug. Maybe you're having nasal congestion all the time, you get the drug. Chest pain, maybe you carry something big at workplace, you start having chest pain, you will buy the drug. Waist pain, waist pain, man, I cannot fire down this night. I need to fire down with madam this night, or God must hear up this night. And then you buy because you want. So one product, multiple touch points. When it comes to shameless marketing is to have multiple options when it comes to payments. Multiple options when it comes to payment. Do not restrict people from following one payment path. Do not restrict people from following one payment path. Don't. So I'm using Nigerians as an example. Nigerians have this mistrust for online marketing, online payments, right? Every campaign that I've done, 80% have always paid through the bank. 80% have always paid through the bank. Currently, I have made close to 3.5 million from my current campaign. Trust me, it's a 2,000 naira payment. But as I yesterday when I checked the payment through my Paystack, not Paystack, TrueSeller, I saw 400 and something payments. So you can imagine, 400 only. The rest bank. So you can imagine. So, but I have multiple options. I have payment with the card. I have bank transfer. I have Stripe for those who are abroad, those who are not in Nigeria. I have individuals who have paid with Stripe. They're in Ghana, they're in UK, they're in US. They paid with Stripe to be part of it. Then yes, I have all these things. And I even have cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. I have my Bitcoin. I have wallet. So if you want to pay BUSD or USDT, I have so multiple payment options so that you don't be losing money. So many individuals. I remember a particular time I went to a beautiful eatery very close to my office here, and I wanted to pay. I didn't have my card, so I told these guys that I didn't have my card. I needed to pay by transfer. They insisted that I had to pay using a link. My brother, my sister, they gave me the link. First and foremost, the link, they said I should give them my WhatsApp. I gave them my WhatsApp number. They sent a message. It was taking long for the message to drop. The guy now sent me the message via text messages. I got the message via text. I clicked. When I clicked it, I put in my name. The thing will start doing like that when it gets to the point of payment. I did it 3 times and I showed them that the network is having issues. Perhaps Could be a glitch on the part of the payment provider, right? Please, can I do a payment? They infused and said if it's not through that, then these guys, I left there. The total fee that I was supposed to pay was about 7,900 naira because I wanted to take my stuff out, right? I left that place. And when I got to the office, I was visibly angry. I told my staff, let's go somewhere else. We went somewhere else. Imagine how much I spent at the end of the day, 15,900 naira. Those guys had transfer. And they said to me, Emeka Nobis, we know you. We can easily, yeah, well, that's an exceptional case. But they provided me an option to pay using transfer, not insisting on in particular. So don't insist, have multiple options. And that's it. So that's the penultimate point. The final point is, guys, keep marketing consistently. All right. Keep marketing. Keep marketing. There's no end to marketing. Every day show up, keep marketing, keep marketing, keep putting out stuff on social media, do outside, do conversations, places that you go, do. I sell myself in seminars. So give you a particular example. So I go to a seminar and it's time for asking questions. I usually raise my hand. When I raise my hand, I stand up, take my time, adjust my shirt. My name is Emeka Nobis, and then I'll ask my question. Or my name is Emeka Nobis. I tell a bit about what it is that I do in less than a few seconds. Then I'll ask my question. That is a way of marketing and sharing myself. So there's nothing wrong with consistently marketing. Coca-Cola is waking up every day and they're marketing their products. You should not be left behind. Okay, so with these very few points of mine, I think that I've been able to share stuff that have to do with shameless marketing. If you've got questions, please, we have like 9 minutes to go on the hour mark. And because I was told that I have to spend 1 hour here. If you've got questions to ask me, please go ahead and ask me. I'm here to answer those questions. Thank you, Kazim. Thank you for your smile, your beautiful face. All right.
Yeah, thank you very much, Don. I am really, really grateful for this. You have really, really done well. My book here is filled up, and I tell you that these are great, great, great points. I don't take this for granted. Thank you very much. Now, guys, please, in less than 6, 7 minutes, let us ask our questions. Let us ask our questions in the comment section. I will be expecting your question, and I will display it as you ask them. So why keep money? Is currently running a campaign, and that campaign is called Cheap Money. I'm trying to put this thing here. Cheap Money is let me just tell you something brief about this. I have paid for Cheap Money, and I tell you that I am going to apply what I learn in it in my next product. Yes, in my next product, because I am in a niche where the people that are there cannot afford a high ticket product. So I need to create something that will make them look at it and say, okay, how much is this? Okay, I can just deal with this. I can just deal with this. So it's not something that you should sleep on. And the website to visit to pay is the one that is scrolling on that screen. So it's just 2,000 naira, and you have Emeka Nobis for 4 days, 4 good days. You have him teaching you how to
Kazim,
make. Yeah.
If I can button at that point, that's one thing I also teach people, right? That thing that you're doing, that is a huge one. You can craft out something small. We call it sachetization. If you go around town, find out that Jik. I don't know if that Jik is in small solution now, but you find out that what's the name? I'm trying to find the name now. Hypo. Right? Hypo is in small sachet. So many drinks, Chelsea dry gin, many of them, Johnny Walker, I don't know whether Johnny Walker, Baileys, many of them are in small sachets. So if I cannot buy a big bottle, I can buy 100 naira or 200 naira. So for me, people hiring me to do consultation, right? I do consultation now for 50K an hour, right? But not many people can afford that. So I say, okay, why don't I do something cheap? 1,000, 2,000 naira, disposable income, right? That a lot of individuals can. Right now, we are getting close to 2,000. I checked this morning, we are about 1,008 people who have paid for it. All right, that's good money, right? And I'm not the only one who is even marketing the stuff. Get so cheap stuff that people can, that's a strategy. And because in what you said, every of my step that I'm using for this campaign, I'm documenting them down because it is replicable. I remember you making a comment on one of my posts that I did like that, and like you're learning. It's replicable. Do you understand? It's something that is replicable. One of the strategies that I did not even think about this period was that it just happened. So one guy like that, Remedy now came up and said he wanted to pay for 20 people. He paid. Man, some individuals came and then so when I wrote about Remedy, some individuals saw it as a marketing campaign for their brands. And they came to me, I want to pay, but write about me. I want to pay, write about me. Even as of this morning now, I've written about a doctor. You get what I mean? And some of them I've written about twice about them, and people followed them. People went to their timeline and followed them. I was like, man, powerful. So every of my step, I'm documenting. What I learned from that is that I can now reach out to some individuals who have money and say to them, pay so and so amount of money, I will give you exposure. Or I can even bring you on my timeline and we can have a conversation that exposes you to my thousands of followers. I'm increasing my followers. By next week now, I'll be 52,000 followers on Facebook. My target is to keep increasing followership to the point that, well, I hope 1 million, 2 million followers. With that, you are very powerful. Whatever you're promoting, yeah. So I'm not holding down on followership. Every day I'm looking at my followership number to see how many people are following, how I'm going to, and all that. So it's critically important. Having those numbers is also good for marketing. You can market your own product, you can market affiliate product, you can even be brand influencer for some other person's product, and you make money from it. So, okay, I'm seeing Miriam. Miriam is asking concerning multiple touch points. How can a touch point for a product that is targeted to a particular niche be multiplied? I don't know if you got what I said. I said when you take one product of yours, right? One product, how many things can that product solve? How many things? Okay, let's say for example, you are selling wig. Touch point for wig could be that this wig, as you wear it and you enter the rain, this wig will not spoil. That is one touch point. Second touch point can be this wig. If you wear it, you will be looking so beautiful that when you walk into a room, women will be asking, "Oh, where did you buy this wig? Oh, this wig." Like I remember a friend of mine yesterday. She came to my office twice. I wasn't in the office. When I came, my staff told me she was looking for me. Her office is very close here, so I went to her office. I hugged her. When I hugged her, I touched her what's it called, the weave on. Man, I was like, man, this weave on is so silky, very beautiful, very touch. I mean, when I was touching it, I was feeling good with myself for touching it. You know what she did? She removed it. I was like, Emeka, do a video right now. Do a video right now. Like, which kind of video, But I told her this is beautiful. So imagine selling that kind of wig. A touch point can be this wig is so soft and so beautiful that when your man touches it, he will feel like. So you see now, I've gotten 3 touch points. Another touch point could be when you wear this wig, instead of women saying, "Oh, where did you buy it from?" Men can also start to say, "Oh, wow, this woman is beautiful. This one is amazing. This woman is lovely." You get what I mean? So different touch points for one same product, you can create it. Another person is asking, I don't know that person's name. Lovely presentation, sir. My question, your topic is how to make people beg for your product. Maybe I missed the part. I think you've not said that's what it is now. All the things I've been sharing. Are you thinking that when you share these things, then touch points? Let me give you a particular example of touch point. So one woman was on my timeline. When I made a post, she now said, "What did she even say? That the salary that I'm looking at, I want to pay for cheap money, but my salary, I'm looking at my bank account, and the thing is small." You know what I said to her? You don't want to pay for cheap money. It means that you want your bank account to always be remaining small. The woman said, "No, I don't want it to be small. I really want my money to increase." I said, "Go and pay for cheap money now. Take that money that you account, pay for cheap money, so that by the time you see me train you, your money in the bank will increase." She now said, "Please, what is your bank account?" And I sent her, "What is that?" That is begging to pay. So maybe you are thinking that I will come here and teach you, but that's what I've been teaching. What you should put out so that people can say, "I want to pay. Please give me an account." That's what it is. Begging. That's what it is. Please give me your bank account. All right. That's what it is, guys. So if you watch this video again, apply what it is that we have taught in this session, you find out that when you start doing them, people will be asking to pay you money for the product that which you're offering. Okay, bank to pay for cheap money. Oh, okay, you have it. No, oh yes. So it's down there, www.emekanobis.com/cheap money. The moment you click it, you will even see how my system is automated. I didn't teach automated system here, but